I'm Derek Linton. I'm professor of history at Hobart Wayne Smith Colleges. And what I'm specifically working on is the control of infectious disease by the German and Austrian armies during the First World War. Do I think there are lessons to be learned from the failures as well as the successes of control measures during the First World War? Absolutely. They were trying to develop vaccines for malaria, bacillary dysentery, which are obviously still major diseases in sub-Saharan Africa and in Southeast Asia. Pharmaceutical companies and academics have largely given up on it precisely because there's so many variations and subtypes. But it seems to me the obvious answer to that is basically develop them for particular kinds of local subtypes rather than a universal vaccine. There might not be some good life left in these kind of Pasteur-style dead bacilli vaccines that were done on a local basis during the First World War. They're not, hugely effective, but 50% efficacy is a lot better than no efficacy at all. Sometime around 2020, for the first time, more people would be dying of chronic diseases, things like diabetes, cancer, and so on, heart disease, than infectious diseases. If that's the case, it seems to me in the course of a century a quite remarkable achievement. Nonetheless, it seems to me at this point, and it's another reason for focusing attention on infectious disease, there are quite clear dangers from things like global warming, for example. In some cases, deteriorating economic conditions that might result in absolutely major breakouts. So I don't think that we can be entirely sanguine about these kinds of prospects. I think the possibilities are there, but whether or not they're realized is a very, very different matter.